You are one decision away from changing your life. And recently, it has been pretty significant. It has been coming up in my thoughts a lot. And I really just want to express its significance, what it means, and why embodying that saying, that mindset, can be beneficial for you. When it comes to creating, when it comes to leveling up in something that you're doing, in your business, in your job, everything you do, everything you post, every decision you've made towards your goal, it is essentially a lottery ticket. If you do nothing, it means nothing. But if you do something, it can change everything. And that mindset, that shit is powerful. It's such a limitless thing. It's so boundless to think like that. And I find that so inspiring. My ambition cap has just like gone past its max when I when I start thinking like that. And for me personally, I really do think this is the next level when it comes to pursuing things that I want to do, but also when it comes to encouraging others, allowing myself to feel this first, then allowing you guys to be aware of it, understand, and do it for yourselves. This shit is game changing. However, with this mindset in mind, I think the biggest enemy is obviously yourself. You have to make the conscious decision to move. If you don't move, then nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. You can wish all you want. You can wish, you can talk all you want, all the dreams, even the pathway that you think that you'll be taking. You can talk all that, but if you don't take one first step, then it all means nothing. It was all you just yapping, girl. Like, don't do that. The reason you had that idea in the first place was because the universe, your God, your ancestors, that knowledge, that idea was passed to you for a reason. You are able and you are capable of execution. And for whatever reason that you don't resonate, that you just don't do, it's going to be passed on to the next person. It's just what it is. Ideas, thoughts, knowledge, they all circle round. And if you are really keen, if you're really passionate about trying something, doing something, allowing yourself to level up, then let it happen. Comfort is also another enemy of changing, of moving. But nothing grows in comfort. For example, plants. Sometimes there has to be pests. Sometimes there needs to be overwatering. And it shows physically through yellow leaves for you to actually notice and for you to then change its pot, for you to water it less. Life to me is a matter of experiencing. It's experiencing the good, the mid stuff, and even the bad stuff. Because from bad, the only way is up. The only way to overcome is to go through it. Shit happens, circumstances and situations, things that you would never imagine to happen to you, it just happened. And that is what makes life exciting. It is contradictory because it can also spark fear of having all the negatives happen to you. It may be the case at the time, but it's always going to be temporary. Everything in this life is temporary. You, your thoughts, other people around you, your environment, everything is temporary. So you should take it as is. Things change, people change. And with that, you can't just stay still. When it comes to actually implementing mindsets and sayings like that in your head, not just like reading it on your phone, I've come to two main things that I feel like are worth sharing and that I have personally implemented to allow myself to feel this way, to allow myself to feel ambitious and open and just, girl, world, literally come at me. Come at me. It's like that at the moment. I feel like that. Wow. Wow. The first thing is embodiment. When you're able to embody the identity that is needed to pursue this pathway, to pursue future you who already has that position, she has that mindset. What is it going to take? What do you have to feel to be able to execute your idea, to execute your plan? Maybe they need to be open minded. Maybe they need to expand their social circles. Maybe they need to take more risk. If you're able to identify with that future identity, execution now becomes way easier. One of the things that I really need to embody to reach future me is that I really have to be more intentional. I really have to take myself and what I do, what I make, more seriously. Once I locked in, once I really told myself consistently that I am intentional with what I do, like I'm dead ass, I'm so serious about what I am and about who I am and what I'm capable of. Girl, when I was affirming to myself slash like meditating and just saying just things out loud, I literally said to myself, I have stepped out of my way. I have stepped out of my way, and I visually saw myself in my head that I literally just moved to the left. And now, when I be journaling, what I said to myself is that all I have to do is show up. All I have to do is show up to the camera. All I have to do is show up to my desk. And from there, I just do. I've already identified with the fact that I am serious about what I do, I'm intentional with what I'm doing. And now, execution wise, all I have to do is show up to the table. All I have to do is show up to receive the money. The material's already there. I just have to be in front of it. And then, of course, I'm going to do something because it's already there. Execution is so much easier now once I've just cracked the code of just like embodying this is who I need to be. Not in a matter of this is what I need to have. Because it will come. It's already there. The hardest part is showing up. But if you're able to embody the feelings, the skills even that future you already has, execution now becomes way easier. It becomes way more accessible. It becomes way easier. It's a lot more chill. And that is game changing. The second thing is that you really have to believe yourself. You really have to believe yourself. People say it's kind of bad to kind of trick yourself, even though you don't believe it. But me personally, affirmations, reminders of this is the goal of being more balanced, right? Then you tell yourself, I am balanced. But with that, obviously, action, because, then you're just talking out of nowhere. Then it's a waste of time when you don't do something. Saying affirmations to yourself is only a waste of time if you don't back it up. Even if you don't believe it now, even if you don't entirely love yourself, if you don't entirely believe that 6 figures, that's waiting in your bank, even though if you don't believe that, say it to yourself regardless. It's only a waste of time if you don't back it up. Again, if you do nothing, nothing matters. If you do something, it changes everything. Clock that. And when you believe yourself, energy will return itself. The energy that you pour into telling yourself and allowing yourself to believe in what you want to believe, it will come back. It will come back in pushing you to focus, to lock in into whatever you're doing. It pours into the actual outcome because you also have to know that you are your biggest cheerleader. And this is what it means when you really have to do internal work. If you try to execute something and you don't believe yourself, it will be half-assed. Your insecurities are dragging you down. You can't always expect external validation. And if external validation is there, girl, it won't last long. Because what happens if they all leave? Anything could happen. Everything is temporary. They could change their mind tomorrow. And now they don't believe in you. And now you're stuck with, oh, I don't believe myself. Then the execution just won't happen. Why would you allow it to be like that? Believe in yourself. That knowledge, that idea, that plan came to you for a reason, girl. You gotta hold yourself on that. If it's something that you really align with, that you really resonate with it, execute it. You have one life. You have one life. You are one decision away from changing your life. Me too. Me too, bitch. Every YouTube video that I post here is literally just an opportunity, is one decision away from my life having a whole 360. And I'm excited for that because that's coming for me. In fact, it's already here. I just need to show up. Once you've done the first step, the ball is already rolling. The ball is already in your hand, girl. Now do something with it.